is up. Second cousins, the Magic are victorious over the Philadelphia 76ers with only 8 bodies, 104-99. I am so happy to be joined by none other than Jay. Jay, it is good to have you back on this reaction video, sir.
Dude, thanks for having me. I'm excited. It's been a long time. Man, I haven't seen you since last year.
Ha! It's been a while. It's always good to talk Magic with you, man. So let's jump into it. We're going to talk about Paulo a little bit later, but we got to start it off with this gentleman on my shirt right here. Cole Anthony, number 50. What a game. Best game of the season? I think so. He dropped another 30-burger, but this one, 27 points, 4 assists, 3 boards. Without Cole Anthony, we clearly don't win this game. He was a driver, especially early on, had a really hot first quarter. I think he scored 11 points in that first quarter. And he was doing a little bit of everything, getting into the paint. The shot was falling. He goes 2 of 6 from beyond the arc, so respectable. But 11 of 17 from the floor, just passing the ball. Everything was working for Cole Anthony. And that's what we need a little bit of, especially when Paulo goes to the bench. We're really bereft of someone who can handle the rock and make things happen. I guess Cole Anthony heard me, Jay, on the last reaction. I was talking about how when everyone comes back, is Cole going to be the man left out? And he is playing himself into this rotation. He is saying, absolutely not, you ginger son of a bitch. I am playing on this team. But I was just so happy for Cole, man. He's had a tough year, and he's really starting to hit his stride.
Yeah, man. Cole Anthony is a guy that I have always been super big on. I love his energy. He is definitely like an awesome player, both on and off the court.
Oh, yeah.
His impact in the community is wild. Like, he's very big on that. So I have a lot of respect for him. In doing so, I feel like I felt really bad when things weren't really working out for him. And like you said, if he hurt thousands of Magic fans all over the place, because Twitter or X is ruthless, right? He had a very rough start to the year, and that's kind of one of the conversation pieces that a lot of people are talking about him, is like he'll have these games where he's like the player of the game, and then he'll go missing for 5 or 6 games. So I hope he's able to turn it around and just, I don't need him to drop 20 points, 30 points a game. I need him to get me 15, 10 every game coming off the bench. That's what I need from him. So, hopefully he can keep that consistency up. And he's got 2 motives, right?
Yeah.
The 2 motives that he's got is either he wants to stay on this team and he understands time is crunching down and decisions need to be made. So he either wants to stay here and he's working hard for that, or he needs to bring his value up so that teams can call him.
Yeah. No,
so that you don't end up like our buddy Markel.
Oh, why'd you guys see? This conversation was going so well, and then you just hit me in the heart like that. We never want to see any of these guys go. But yeah, I mean, Cole, that's always been the question with him, the consistency. If you've been a Magic fan and you've been watching, it's kind of a roller coaster with Cole Anthony. He's had some really crazy hot starts to years, and then he kind of sinks back down. So hopefully he had a cold start. This is now us going up that roller coaster for an awesome second half of the season for Cole Anthony. And like I said at the top, I'm
still missing the dreads.
Oh yeah, you got to bring that back, man. Those things. That was his best hairstyle yet. But we started the game with 10 players. Then in the first minute, Tristan da Silva, sick. He just leaves, probably to go vomit in a trash can somewhere, does not come back. Wasn't feeling
okay. Well. Let's pause right there.
Okay.
I'm so glad that you said that, because I want to know.
Yeah.
Was that your truthful first instinct?
I was confused at first. I didn't know what was happening. So, I mean, what do you mean truthful? Do I think it was some other illness? Like this man's got chlamydia because he's so handsome, he's just banging all the ladies in Orlando and South Florida? Is that
Listen, no. I thought he had a Paul Pierce incident.
Oh, okay. He thought he was going to come back in the wheelchair and get on the floor and then drop some points.
I thought he shit on himself.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I'm
Okay.
talking about.
I was about to shit myself
Dude,
today. One of my co-teacher was not there. I had to call someone in, or it was gonna be an emergency. The middle schoolers would have never let me live that down.
yeah, man. Sorry, I had to
No,
interrupt
that's
that one,
okay.
but
Hey, we're here for poop
yeah.
jokes.
So,
That's why you come to Court Cousins, right? Second Cousins, you're
so
here for you come for the magic and you stay for the poop jokes. But anyways, we started with 10 players. Tristan Da Silva goes out with explosive diarrhea in minute 1, and then Goga Batatse plays 12 minutes and gets nicked up and cannot come back. So now we're down to 8 bodies, and there's a lot of room. We needed someone to step up, and boy, oh boy, the heavens opened up, and Jonathan Isaac came down and played a full game of basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, a full game of basketball. Jonathan Isaac, 27 minutes, 20 points, a 20-plus point game. What was his full line? I'll give it to you right now, everyone. He had 20 points, 11 boards, 1 assist, 2 blocks. That is
hold on. Say it one more time.
20 points, 11 boards, Jay. That is his first double-double since 2019. Since 2019. It's only his second 20-point game since 2019. And, we have often been critical of J.I. on this show. I'm saying me and Peesh.
I'm going to continue to be critical as well. Stop sitting on that 3-point shot, man.
Yeah, that's a frustration, but they were falling a little bit better last night. He's 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, had some really timely offensive boards, including that missed foul shot at the end of the game, which allowed us to have that extra possession and go up additionally. I mean, hey, Jonathan Isaac has not been the same player that even he was last year. There's been a lot of talk in the community about, hey, was that weight that he put on actually helping him now? Because he looks a little less bursty, but did some really great things last night. 27 minutes, man. If we can see Jonathan Isaac getting above 20, 25 minutes consistently, that is another wrinkle to this team that we haven't had in a while. So awesome, Jonathan Isaac. I'm here to kind of criticize at times, so I'm also here, sir, to applaud you. Let me give you your thanks, Jonathan Isaac. Well done, and of course, wonderful, wonderful job. Gave all the glory to Jesus. He said the whole game he was just focusing on Jesus, and that was a great game. So keep doing that. If that's working, go for it, homie.
I'm just glad he finally did something. Straight up, man. That's all my remarks on that. I'm just glad he did something, man. It is extremely frustrating. It's hilarious because I'll watch him shoot these 3-pointers and he'll shoot like 5 and make 1, and then like when he makes the 1, whoever I'm sitting next to at the game is like, "Are you still mad?" I'm like, "Yes." He does not need to be out there shooting the 3-pointers like that.
Go down in the paint. Do big man shit. You're 7 feet tall.
If you do that and miss, I'm going to be a lot less judging than for you to sit there and airball a 3-point shot, a wide open one.
All that hype for nothing. Come on, get down there. Get down there, big man. Well, so Isaac got the extension in the offseason. They kind of restructured his contract. We also gave WCJ an unnecessary extension. I don't mean to have anyone be too upset right now, but I want to talk about our extensions in connection to the team that we played, which is the Philadelphia 76ers, because this offseason they extended Joel Embiid. This man has played 13 games. Paul George they gave, this year, next year, the year after, and then it's a player option, so a 4-year deal. And they got Tyrese Maxey on his max rookie extension. So those 3 guys take up 100% of their salary cap moving forward. So anything they do is putting them into the first apron and then eventually the second apron. This team, credit to their front office, it looked like they had made some great moves. They filled out with some veterans. They got Caleb Martin, who was pissed at the Heat, Kelly Oubre Jr., Andre Drummond. But those guys haven't – now without Joel Embiid, everything is falling apart. I think they're I mean, they're one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the Eastern Conference. And if you're a Sixers fan watching this, I am so sorry because you have tied your future to Joel Embiid, who, I mean, us Magic fans know things about injured bigs. We just talked about Jonathan Isaac. I just have a feeling that we've seen the best Joel Embiid, and it's never going to get that good again. So I feel for you, Sixers fans. I hope things turn around.
Yeah, I completely agree with that statement. Joel Embiid is just toxic to the NBA community. He is the reason why I think like what James Harden started, Joel Embiid is finishing it off. He is the most big flopper that I've seen ever. And if somebody want to come attack me in the comments, do so. We can have a conversation.
Yeah, I don't think that's up for debate. I mean, the play last year,
there's some Joel Embiid sexuals.
I mean, the dirtiest play ever when they were playing the Knicks, and he pulled Mitchell Robinson down by his heel, and that caused Mitchell Robinson still hasn't played since then. He's about to come back, but for Joel Embiid, who is always talking about, well, people took out under my legs, and so he's fallen. He did the same thing to another big and put him out for what's been almost a season now. So I just wanted to mention that, Sixers fans. I feel for you. Jared McCain was their one bright spot as the rookie, and now he's out for the season. He will be back, but we shall see it. It's tough now, and that's why it's so important. You've got to make sure you have the right guys, and boy, oh boy, I think we do in Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero, who are going to be our max guys moving forward. Paolo Banchero, let's talk about him a little bit now. I mean, not a crazy game by Paolo standards, 27 minutes, 20 points. I think last game he played 26 and a half, scored 34. So not a crazy scoring game, but he also gets 8 boards. He gets 6 assists, 5 of 8 from the field, wasn't really forcing anything. It felt like to me, Jay, the first game, his handle was a little bit squirrely there for a while. It looked all the way back in this game. Love seeing him. I mean, that one exchange where Paul George was really trying to assault the man as he was coming over the timeline. He's dribbling around him, a couple of defenders, and then goes through the body of Paul George, getting that layup. He looks like he is nearly all the way back. Some amazing passes. You can tell the gravity that he has because Sixers players were always cheating towards him, and he was just making passes. He took what the game gave him, Jay.
Absolutely. For people who are criticizing that maybe it wasn't an efficient game, dude, we were without him for almost 3 months, and it's his second game back.
Oh, 5
Paolo is the man. There's no argument about that. Dude, his passes are so sick. Like he does those little Luka passes where he just like, I call him Luka passes because he was doing it before Paolo was there. But yeah, man, it's insane. I love it.
Yeah, and he gets to the line 11 times. So that is an aspect of our game that we have not had in a while. Let's see. I pulled up the players with the most free throw attempts per game, but he won't be. I don't think he's on this because of the lack of games. No, he's not. I mean,
so interesting stat line.
Giannis is leading with 10.6. So he's 11 free throws. You know our team is going to be back up in terms of free throw attempts. That's all I had.
For sure. One of the interesting stat lines I saw the other day was Paolo is the third person in all time at the age of 23 to score or to average 20-point games, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He's third. Giannis and LeBron take up second and first place of all time.
That's freaking awesome, man. I mean, that you just keep hearing those types of stats with him. It's unbelievable. I think David Steele has gotten a couple bells since Paolo's coming back for this. Is this anything? Because he knows
this is not anything.
The gravy train.
He is everything.
It's everything. Exactly. He's everything. I did bring up while you were talking free throw attempts per game. The Magic were currently in 9th place, even without Paolo, which is pretty damn impressive. And you got to figure with Paolo back now in a couple weeks, the Orlando Magic are going to be, if not in the top 3, at the top of that list. So That's fantastic news. Didn't want to touch on one more. Actually, I want to talk about some exciting and important news, Jay, before I talk about one more player, and then you have some stories.
Since we're talking about Paulo, I'm going to tell you a funny story about the press conference. So
okay.
AB and Cole were sitting at the game for their post-game conference. If you haven't watched the post-conference, watch it, because I'm going to tell you the story in a nutshell. They ask both of them, they said, this question is for either one of you guys. They say, how great does it feel for Paulo to come back, and how impactful is he? And, Cole doing what he does, he just looks over, looks at AB, and AB goes, me? Oh, shoot. Okay. He's like, all right, I'll answer it. So AB proceeds, he's so rookie into his like post conferences. He gonna learn today. He goes, playing with P, he's good. All the teams, they double team him, makes the game a lot easier for us. And then he finishes it off. He goes into this whole ramble. Then he finishes it off and goes, yeah, man, he's just big in all areas. And Cole looks at him. Literally, Cole just goes. AB had no idea what he just said.
So he was two in his head. He didn't realize what he said out loud.
Yep. He goes, all right, it's time for me to leave. He was like, I'm about to get roasted. We good.
Oh man. Well,
watch it.
We're gonna be big in all areas
so that you can see the.
We're gonna be big in all areas on Saturday, March 29th. We have rescheduled Court Cousins night, the family reunion. We're gonna be down there for the game against the Sacramento Kings. Again, that's a Saturday. The ticket link will be in this description. So please, the first 5 people to buy tickets through that link are going to be entered into a special raffle for a Apollo Banchero jersey. Then there's tons of other raffles we do. There's something happening after the game, so we can't cut down the net, but I'm trying to talk to our ticketing person and see if there's something else cool that we can do for Court Cousins night. We hope to have you there. It's always a good time. But, man, I'm excited to get down there, see you, Jay, hang out with the people, hang out with the family, and just watch our magic. Hopefully get a victory. We've always won, Jay. So, if we're got to keep that trend going. It always feels good.
Maybe by that time, Darren Fox is on the right side.
Oh, wow. What a prediction. What a prediction. Last person I do want to talk about is that guy who you mentioned in the press conference, Anthony Black. Again, with all the bodies down, we needed guys to step up. Anthony Black is someone who I honestly expected a little bit more of a leap from this year, but has been coming into form lately. 17 points, 3 of 6 from the line, getting to the line again, like putting that pressure on the hoop, which is something we need more of. And we got Franz, we got Paulo. Anthony Black is another guy that can put that pressure on the rim. 7 of 18 from the floor, so not the most efficient. 0 of 2 from beyond the arc. I was a little confused. I mean, his rookie year, he did great from beyond the arc. I think he was shooting almost 40%. We haven't seen that this year. It looks like that was more of an anomaly. His game is going to be getting to the hoop, but he's starting to come into his own right now. And as like a 6'7", 6'8" point guard, I think that is the point guard of the future. I'll be interested to see when he does get shifted into that starting lineup. Is that going to be next year? What's going to happen? But Anthony Black, the flow was fantastic, had a great game.
I think the big thing with Anthony Black is just he just needs that consistency to breed confidence, right? I think he's just one of the things that I feel like we got to understand, and by we, I just mean everybody in general, is that Anthony Black, they're just kids out there. They're kids out there, and sometimes they're taking on some of the toughest assignment in grown-ass men, that are bodying these dudes. So I give Anthony Black a lot of slack just because I have, going to the games and I pay attention to a lot of things. I see the things that he does that the stat line does not tell the story of. And he's very scrappy. For his age and how little he is, I've seen him pick some fights and defend himself with some big guys. So I personally have a lot of respect for him in that regard. And I'm excited for him to be our future point guard. Mose literally said in his post conference when they asked him about Anthony Black's performance, he specifically said that, at 6'9", point guard,
Yeah.
doing the things that he's doing, a lot of the other point guards in the league are going to have problems guarding that. So as long as we breed that confidence and just repetitions, he's going to be lethal.
Yeah. Yeah, excited to continue to see that growth from him. Someone that's, been on the downward trajectory after a little bit of a bump, Caleb Houston, missed a bunch of wide open 3-point shots. I'm not sure what he ended at on the night, but just not a great
I'm
night
not going to
from
lie.
Caleb.
You said someone who's been on a downward trajectory. I thought you were going to talk about Wendell.
Ooh. Well, he had, what was the game against?
Nah, bro.
The Jazz was like the only game he played well. He was doing some big man shit. I was proud of him there, but yeah, he was kind of a non-factor.
I haven't been proud of him all year.
I know.
I'm not proud of him at all. Wendell, you cannot play for freaking 25 minutes and give me 4 points. Mm-hmm. You want to argue with your previous team, that you don't want to be a center. You want to be the power forward. You want to be in that 4 slot. Mm-hmm. But you're only giving me 4 points a game, playing 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Get him out of here, coach.
Yeah, well, no, he's not getting out of anywhere because we took the need to sign him to that unnecessary extension, but it could be let me not put it's going to be a trade chip out there. I was going to say it could be a trade chip, but
I'm sorry. Dude, I'm just frustrated. I'm extremely frustrated.
No, it's understandable, man. You need to drink some Mellow. You can get some of that from the sponsorship code in our links and support the show too. You can mellow out a little bit.
I'm a swerve on that corner. Whoa.
There you go, baby. All right, so that's all I got. Second Cousins. Jay, man, thank you. It's so good to see you, man. I'm so happy to see you. Second Cousins.
Likewise, man.
How are you feeling about this game? We got a kind of a tough stretch coming up, Jay. How many of these games you think we win over the next 3? We got the Bucks, the Celtics, and the Nuggets. Are we going to be able to get a victory in any of those?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. He says it confidently.
Absolutely. We barely lost to the Bucks.
Yes. Yeah.
And that was an argument that I literally had a conversation. I went to an appointment the other day, and I literally had an argument with somebody about this. Those guys are – Giannis is a megastar, right? Yes. He's not even a superstar. He's a megastar. He could drop 50 points every night if he wants to. Nobody can stop him. He's going to draw crazy fouls, all of that stuff. Like, those teams, they're supposed to be contenders. They're supposed to be – the top 3 East contenders are supposed to be, the Bucks, Celtics,
yep,
and another team that I won't mention. But the fact that we literally lost by 3 points, I have a lot of hope. I have a lot of confidence. Our guys know exactly what they need to do. They're going to go in there, hand them the L. Boston, I don't know, because we haven't really seen them like that. I haven't really,
Yeah.
Last year we handed it to them every time, and Denver's struggling.
Yeah, they're on a little bit of an uptick now. It's going to be tough, man. These next 3 games, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, by no means are they going to be easy.
No. But you think we'll get at least 1 win. I think that's honestly I think that's optimistic because if we get 1 win out of these, that would be fantastic. We do have easier games coming after that. Raptors, Trailblazers, Pistons, Heat, Trailblazers, Jazz. So there's wins to come after that. I just want to see this team. This team has done a great job of handling business against kind of the crap teams who you need to beat. But we're 7-9 against Eastern
Contenders.
Conference teams. Yeah, that are I think in the top 4. I forgot the stat here. Let me look at it real quick. I have it here. The Magic in the power rankings on NBA.com. We are now 14th, just behind the Bucks. And it has it right here. And we're 7-9 in games played between the 8 Eastern Conference teams that currently have winning records. So against the winning teams, we're not handling business. But now that Paulo's back, we got to see what the injury report looks like because We are hobbled as all get out right now. Hopefully we get Goga or Jalen back. He's been out for a while. Hopefully Tristan has got all that stuff figured out and the explosive diarrhea is good now and he's back. I don't know what's going on with Goga, so we'll see what our roster looks like. Hopefully we can get one win. And we'll see you, I guess, next time, Second Cousins.
Sir.
So let us
Let's
know how you're
get it.
feeling about these next few games. And until then, Jay, I love you, man. Peace out, everybody.
Love you too, bro. Let's get it. Make
Yep.
it magic.